Things are just... things are just... oh my gosh, not going great. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I was just talking for about 5 minutes and I don't think any of that was live. So we're gonna okay, alright, looks like we're good on Facebook. Let's see if we're good on YouTube. Okay, we're good on YouTube. Hi Mom, thanks for saying hi. Because I'm not sure if you guys heard, let me just recap what's happening. So, our guests that we were expecting for today are rescheduled for Monday. We're happy to have them on then, but I had to go into like crazy, like, you know, refiguring out what we're talking about today. I was not prepared with an alternate backup episode, but I am determined to go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So here I am. It's all part of the streaming journey. And why is my tech so crazy right now? Well, we did bingo last night. We kind of moved a bunch of things around, and now with all the time crunch of getting the new content put together, I didn't leave enough time for all the tech. So let's make sure that we're good. That's my little. All right, cool. Got a like. All right, people are seeing us. I say us when it's just me sitting here, guys. That's just how I roll. And I also say guys when I know that it's mostly women watching. That's just how I roll too. Okay. We're connecting. We're connecting to everything right now. Baby talk. Yos. Here we go. We're connected there. Turn that on. Let's go YouTube. There we go. You're a big baby, YouTube. So, what's going on? Another reason I might be a little bit, yes, this is what I want. A little bit off today. I started in the past few days our second cycle of IUI. Okay, now we're connected here. Hello, Kelly. All right, let's see if we've got. Baby talk comments box. Ooh, that's good. Alright. Oops, no. Where's this? Okay. Make sure this is working. Yahoo! Alright, now we're in business. Alright, better late than never, right guys? Of course. Of course. Okay. Round 2 of IUI has started. Yeah, music's still running. Is that okay, Mom? You got a problem with the music? I thought it would be a nice touch while I fumble around here. I can take it down. Hello, Spark. Great to see you. Always great to have you on. And we have to... So Spark is going to have Bert and I on his show, which is a podcast called Cookies for Breakfast. The name alone sells me on it. I have listened to a few episodes. Spark's a stand-up comedian, and it's very entertaining. So I believe that's available anywhere that you can get your podcast, called Cookies for Breakfast. It's good stuff. He puts out a new episode every week. Yeah, Spark, we'll have to connect and figure out. Maybe we can record that sometime this weekend. But where I was going with, before I got a little sidetracked here, and this will all make sense as soon as I tell you what's going on, we have started our second round of IUI. I will kick down this music a little bit. I think it might be a little loud. I know you're hanging on to hear what it is I'm trying to spit out. What I'm trying to spit out is that I'm on Clomid right now, which doesn't mean a lot to you until I tell you what that's for. With IUI, they give you a lot of times like 5 days of Clomid or another hormone medication that will kind of kick your everything into high gear to start making your follicles bigger. But what it also does is have wicked side effects where everything in my brain just feels really like staticky. So I'm like running in slow motion right now. Hopefully it clears up so that I could be a good guest on your show, Spark. So last time I did Clomid, I remember day 1 not being this bad and day 2 being worse. And day 3 maybe being even worse than that. So we'll try and make sure that it's fresh anyway. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is CoQ10. CoQ10, also called ubiquinone, and ubiquinol and coenzyme Q10 is sometimes considered the fountain of youth for supplements. Why is that? Our body actually already produces this naturally. The first 20 years of our life, we don't need a supplement. But after that, our body starts to produce this a little bit slower and in less quantity. So once you hit your roaring 30s, you want to maybe consider taking some CoQ10. Now, it comes in a lot of different forms. And what I'm going to try to do is give you guys some information so that you can go and make your own decisions about this. Now, CoQ10, I'll bring out my baby Bible here. Rebecca Fett dedicates an entire chapter just to this supplement alone. Her book includes a lot of information about supplements. This supplement is so special, it gets its own chapter. And this is also important if you're out there watching and going, well, I'm not trying to get pregnant, Lynn. You guys, this is actually really helpful for everybody. So whether you're, male or female, and trying to get pregnant or not, what this does in your body, what you're naturally doing is creating energy, and it's an antioxidant. Look at me go. Using big words, multiple syllables. Okay. Okay. And I'm pulling out my notes just to make sure I don't give you guys any false information, because I would hate to do that. But also know, I am not a doctor, and I cannot give you medical advice, but I'm going to give you information that maybe you can find helpful and apply to your own regimen if you want. So what you can do with this is take it to boost up your fertility, which is going to help with the egg health and also all the reproductive, helping with the antioxidants that you need to have a healthy body. This is great if you are... See, this is what I'm talking about with the... Come on, Lynn, you got this. Pull it together. We got this. Ubiquinol can also help you guys in other things, such as... I'm going to pull up my notes with my screen, because I have this here, because I knew this would happen. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I know I'm going to lose all my viewers today. It's okay. Okay, here's all the other things it can help with outside of fertility. High blood pressure can help with your immune system. Chronic fatigue syndrome. Fatigue, high cholesterol. It can protect you from chemotherapy. Gum disease, age-related macular degeneration. Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and migraine headaches. So those are all reasons to start taking CoQ10 or continue taking it if you're already taking it. But beyond fertility, this is something that's just going to keep your body generating those energy cells that'll help make you feel energized and youthful. Okay, now CoQ10 comes in a lot of different forms, and it was very confusing to me at first because there are so many options of this. I think I'm prepared for this. Let's see if I am. When I first started taking, which was, I think, last summer, I was taking a red pill. I took the red pill, guys. That was a good form, and it was recommended, but then I looked a little bit further into it. And the one I'm going to actually recommend is one that your body can absorb more quickly. Because you can be taking all this medicine, you can take this supplement and then it doesn't get absorbed by your body, and basically you're just taking it and wasting energy on that. So this is the one that is highly recommended by a lot of people. It's made by Pharmanord, which is, I believe, a Dutch company, and they have a whole line of CoQ10 or coenzyme Q10 ones, but the one that you want to look for is the bioquinone active Q10 gold, the gold, and that's 100 milligrams. And here's what I'm taking is 2 of these in the morning, and then I'm supposed to take 2 of them at lunchtime too. And you do want to take these with food. Okay, so what this will do is also impact the effectiveness of coagulants, statins, and beta blockers. And if you take this 2 times a day rather than just once a day, you're going to keep that energy going throughout the entire day. Because this is kind of like a cup of coffee. kind of doesn't have caffeine. I'm just using that as a reference. You know, you have that cup of coffee and then it kind of wears off and then you kind of drag the rest of the day. Some people actually replace their coffee with CoQ10 because it gives you that energy boost. It didn't give me that enough energy boost this morning to get through this crazy slowness that I'm going through, but if you know, on a normal day it would. And then if you take it again with lunch, then it'll get you through the afternoon as well. So it's wonderful like that. The dose I'm currently taking is 2 of these per time slot. And Bert's also taking these because these are also going to help with the male fertility side. Let's see if we can get this on screen here. So this is the size. Sometimes it's like a dark brown. Nope, it's not going to focus, is it? Dark brown or almost black looking pill. I did recently hear in a group, okay, let's get back in focus here, that there's one that they produce in the UK and one that they produce in the US that have the same box, same label, same everything, but they actually have a different makeup, and one of them is better than the other. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just putting it out there. So if you do dive deep into this and really are looking for the absolute best, try and find information on that. Otherwise, I've been on these. I like them. I recommend them. Okay, so energy production. It's an anti-inflammatory. Our body makes it naturally, but with age that slows down. But guys, no matter what supplements you put in your body, they're not going to do anything unless you're doing all the other things. It's not a replacement for poor eating or no exercise. This is something you have to do in addition to that, right? It's not a miracle drug that's going to make all those other bad habits go away. This is extremely beneficial for men with poor sperm motility. But it, like I said, it's good for all men. It's just recommended if you're trying, like Bert and I are. Bert is taking 1 in the morning and then 1 with lunch. Okay. It's also found naturally in a lot of foods. Avocado is one of them. There's a bunch more, but if you do want to make, like, really bump it up, I think they said, you know, especially when you turn 35 and your chances of getting pregnant significantly start to go down at that age, you definitely want to make sure that you're adding this to your regimen. This is also highly recommended by doctors when you're leading up to IVF to start taking it 6 to 8 weeks out minimum, or if you can, if you know it's coming, 3 to 4 months out. And a lot of times they'll tell you to take this with DHEA. Now that's a whole nother thing I'm not going to get into, but pairing the two, a lot of people swear by that, and a lot of quite a few doctors recommend it as well. Okay. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I go through this. It's an off day. It's okay. We all have off days, and that's totally fine. I am super pumped for Monday. We're going to be doing 2 guests at the same time with me, and I've already sent them the questions. It's really thought out and everything. I'm really, really excited about that. And they're going to bring a new perspective to partners, I should say, sort of friends, supporters of people that are going through fertility. Because I think a lot of times people are really nervous about opening up to their friends about what they're going through, especially if their friend hasn't gone through it before. And the friends, you know, don't know, and I didn't know what to say or how to support them, what questions to ask, how to be there for them, you know, what's too much, what's too little, like how much should I do? Caitlin and Danny are like professional best friends. They are, Caitlin's pregnant and Danny's been her best friend. They've actually formed an entire company, brand, social media experts and everything like that around best friends, which is really, really cool. So it's a perfect opportunity to talk to them about how Danny was there for Caitlin, and also, you know, when I am so focused on my own fertility journey right now, obviously this is taking up a lot of, you know, my time and energy and focus, you know, for me to keep in mind my friends, you know, making sure that I'm still there for them. You know, it's tough and you can't do everything all the time. But I want to have that conversation. Let's talk about how to be good friends and how to be there for each other, and also how to forgive and how to talk to people that are uncomfortable with the news. A post I saw the other day in one of the groups was like, hey, you know, my brother-in-law is kind of a jerk. You know, last time when we told him we were doing IUI, he's like made an an insensitive comment about, turkey baster, the turkey baster method. And this, the person that put the post on, she was really like, that was really insensitive, and I didn't, it kind of I shut down, and I didn't want to share anything with them. And she's like, now we're going through IUI, and I'd really like them to be there, but I'm very worried about the comments he's going to make. And that's from my point of view, and I'm not a psychologist or anything, but that's a defense mechanism on his part. He doesn't know how to respond to that because he hasn't gone through it. So he's just making jokes, and jokes are a defense mechanism sometimes in social situations. Being sarcastic is another one. So it's, if you do open up to people, understand you have to, you're going to be very, very sensitive about it. You may be sensitive about it, but also know that they have their feelings too, and they're not thinking about your feelings when you're presenting this information. So if you can go into it knowing that, when you're talking to somebody about your fertility journey, I think that helps you manage the response that they're going to have. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Kelly, thank you. Okay, Kelly's got some information here. Yes, Kelly, I think I have heard this as well. So, where is my here? Okay. Kelly did some light reading on CoQ10 supplement and says not to take it while pregnant or breastfeeding due to lack of studies, research, and evidence, etc. Yeah, they're going to say that for most supplements because there's not enough research on, pretty much anything. So they'll just, on the safe side, say, yeah, don't take it. I'm sure that there's other studies out there, too, that say it's okay. But actually, I think that there might be a suggestion in Rebecca Fett's book about this. Give me 1 second here. All right. When to start and when to stop. This is for you, Kelly. All right. In Rebecca Fett's book. That's what I'm quoting from here. Let's take this down real quick. Okay. So because it takes approximately 3 months for eggs to fully develop, supplementing through this window of time allows the eggs to mature in an optimal environment with a good supply of energy to process chromosomes correctly. Nevertheless, the most recent clinical study shows that even taking CoQ10 for 1 or 2 months before IVF can be very helpful. Different doctors provide different advice on when to stop taking CoQ10. If you are trying to conceive naturally or through IUI, it is typical to stop taking CoQ10 when you get a positive pregnancy test and other egg quality supplements the day before. Okay, sorry. In the context of IVF, many clinics recommend stopping CoQ10 and other egg quality supplements the day before egg retrieval, since the supplements are no longer needed. Okay. Others advise stopping when you get a positive pregnancy test so that you can continue to benefit from the supplement if you end up needing to do another cycle. Continuing to take CoQ10 after egg retrieval could also potentially help prepare the uterine lining for embryo transfer, as discussed in Chapter 11. Okay. So it does sound, yes, Kelly, it sounds like Rebecca Fett's on the same page as you. Haha, it's a book. Get it? That stopping ubiquinol once you get pregnant seems like the way to go. So thank you for bringing that up. That's great information. Not that anyone will probably ever watch this episode because it's so sloppy. But if they do and they like watching me be sloppy, here it is. The information is now there. Okay, so we talked a little bit about friends and how that's going to be awesome on Monday and talking through all that. I want to now go through just a few of these. Let's see if I can pull this over. All right. Check this out, guys. Okay. So you're going to see here how many different options there are. It's a little overwhelming. So this is what I was talking about. It's like when you actually go to do this, a lot of these say CoQ10 and you know, they may even say high absorption. So ubiquinol and ubiquinol are the ones that are, I think, more easily absorbed by the body. And I think that is because a lot of these CoQ10 ones are in powder form and the other one is in a liquid form, but the carrier that they put it in makes it so that it's easier to absorb by the body. That in the bioquinone one, or the Pharmanord one, is in it's like a gel one. The other one that I had taken before, I didn't actually see it on this one. Pricing wise, I pay, I think it's around $90 for this, and there are 150 capsules. So between Bert and I, we're taking 6 of these a day, supposedly. Right? Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Okay. So this lasts us a couple of months, and it's, about $90 for us, combined. I think it's worth it, especially to do the good stuff before, we're leading up to IVF, if this next round of IUI doesn't work. What other questions do you guys have for me? What other tips do you got, Kelly? What's this? Chill with the cat? Did I miss something, Bert? I'm not sure. Oh, you guys can see everything here. See all my comments. Giving away all my secrets over here. Yeah, I think I will probably come back and do a much thorough job of focusing on this miracle supplement. I don't think I did it justice in this episode. I am all over the place, and I apologize. You're catching me in one of my, well, I don't want to even say it's rare, because I think I fumble around like this before, and it'll probably happen again. Hopefully not a lot, because we're in week 4 of streaming and I should be getting this straight. I'm going to stop beating myself up over this, and if there's no other questions, I'm going to spare us all any more bumbling around. Oh, I see. Bert, you're saying that's a cat in the box on your end. A cat in the box. Okay. Yes. All right, I like this. We got some support here. Spark, definitely worth it if it works. Absolutely, yeah, $90 is worth it. There are less expensive ones, guys, but they're not going to absorb as well with the body, so you're going to end up taking more of it in order to get the same effect. And Kelly agrees with that. It's not a supplement she took, but she agrees with Spark. If it works, use it. Thanks, guys. And thanks for the vote of confidence, Spark. I appreciate it. You just gotta show up, right? That's what it's all about. Gotta make it happen. Okay, so we'll come back to this in a few weeks. Let me give you a heads up on what Kelly sees the cat in the box, but why? I know. I'm really lost here, guys. Is there a cat in my box? Is this a dirty joke? Do you guys want to hear a joke from Mom? Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this. Do you guys want to hear the joke about 2 tropical birds that got stuck together? And never mind. It's too confusing. All right. I don't know. Oh, Spark, thank you for clearing that up. It's an emoji, so the comment shows the code for it instead of the image. Thank you. Now that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, no, because this is how it was showing up for me, guys. Chill with cat. But on your end, it looked like an emoji. I get it now. Thank you, Spark. You made me a little bit smarter today. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Bert's getting a crack out of that. Was that a haha about my too confusing one that you've heard 3 times now? I'm working on it. But thanks for laughing, babe. All right, guys. Well, we'll circle back on this whole topic soon, but thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Do a little research on your own if you are super interested in CoQ10. Again, the one that I recommend is by Pharmanord. Put this image of the box in your memory, and you will be able to find it online. Mom, that's good. That's the one that you sent me, actually. I don't know if you realize that, but I've been saying that one since you sent it to me. But it was good, and I'm glad. Yeah, thanks. It is too confusing. Exactly. Thanks, guys. I love it. You guys are having more fun in the chat than I'm having over here. That's great. Okay, for real, I'm letting you guys go. Enjoy your weekend, Spark. I'll reach out to you this afternoon. I've got to do a little bit of work before I do that. I got to do some grab a game stuff first, and then I will reach out to you, schedule a time for Bert and I to do that with you. We'll be on your cookies for breakfast. I can't wait. Next week, we have Danny and Kate from the Dollhouse Goddesses joining us on Monday. Next Friday, I am so excited. That's going to be our sex show. We're going to be talking with LK from Sex for Humans, and she's going to be talking to us about how to keep things exciting in the bedroom while you're going through fertility, which, it can be tough to keep it exciting when you have to do it at a very precise time and maybe you're not in the mood. So hopefully LK is going to drop some sweet nuggets of wisdom on us, and we will all have great sex lives moving forward. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome. Okay, love you all too. Okay, bye.